Lawrence O'Kerricky, Program Director of the UB League.
Dan.
And Mike Taylor representing Michiana Magic basketball.
So I'm gonna start with UB League. Right away. Nah, I'm just joking. What league are you? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I played in the UB League though.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
know. That's semi pro now. So,
Yeah.
You know, I'm just shouting you out.
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing wrong.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. Where you from?
So, I came here from Jamaica in 1977.
Mm-hmm.
I was originally born in England, though.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you start the UB League?
So, like when I first moved over here, I was from a single parent household,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have a lot of masculine energy around to, teach me how to handle myself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how far to go. Yeah, I didn't know what direction. I didn't know if I should turn left or right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I started playing basketball at the Pearly Park, and there were guys up there like Tony Scott, Fred Sutherland Sr., just different gentlemen. Spoon.
OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those gentlemen, they played basketball with me, and they taught me how to handle myself too.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got 16 and 17, those guys helped instill a sense of confidence in me, and they helped me teach me how to handle myself, not just on the court, but off the court also.
Okay.
I used some really valuable lessons when I went to the military. I used to reach back to some of those lessons that I learned over there on the east side in Pearly Park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how was the military?
Oh man, it was different. I actually thought it was gonna be.
So.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be better than it wound up being, but it was a good experience. I got through it, and if I had it to do over again, though, I probably would have just stayed here and just found a profession. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what are the ages like for the UB League? How did that go?
So the ages for the UB League, like I said, when I first came over here, I was probably about 11 or 12, and then I think I started going up to Pearly Park when I was about 13 or 14, and like I said, that's when I was trying to figure out who I was, trying to get a sense of identity,
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out if I was going to turn left or right. So I decided to have UB League start at 14 to 40 years old, and the reason I do that is because those young guys, they're seeking direction, and they're seeking
The wrong direction.
yeah.
Mhm.
So you put some older guys around them, guys who don't have malicious intent,
Mm-hmm.
like the majority of the guys in our city, they're gonna guide these guys and help them.
Yeah.
But if they don't have a venue to do that, they don't have a place to do that.
They're gonna be out in the streets.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're right. Yeah, 'cause it's like that everywhere.
Absolutely.
A lot of that everywhere for real.
So what made you start the UB League?
So, like I said, I used to play basketball. I played basketball with a lot of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I played basketball with a lot of your dads.
Yeah.
And, that's how long I've been playing. I've been playing a long time now. And I noticed that, when I started getting into my 30s and 40s, the mentorship that I received at Pearly Park,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed a lot of these young guys, they just didn't have that.
Yeah.
There's nobody out there playing with them, and they weren't learning anything, and I didn't think that they were learning much off the court either.
Mm-hmm.
And I could kind of see it that they, social skills just seemed maladapted. They didn't seem like they were really developing. So I thought that if they could get into a situation like I had experienced,
Mm-hmm.
that it would be a positive thing for the city. And so far, now we're going to be starting our 11th season. In the past, we've been around 4 or 5 years.
That's what's up.
So, we're pretty excited. We're pretty excited about it, and there seems to be some energy in the city about it. The guys
Yeah.
are looking forward to it.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what you got going on, man?
Man,
Can you participate in that still, or you can't?
yeah, I mean, that's honestly that's the league I just came from into what I'm playing now.
Okay.
That
Okay.
UB League set a platform for me to renew myself. So
That's
not
what's
only renew myself, I was a mentor the whole time being in that league, and it was kind of it was growth all around.
Absolutely.
You know, so like, yeah, God be having a plan and set you on a certain pace and a certain path. So it's just all working out right now as far as the hoop plan had got put aside a while ago for real life. Well, I'm not saying hoop not real life, but you learn basketball to apply what you learn to real life. You know what I'm saying in a sense. So. When you get struck with a couple curveballs, I had to sit aside and just get my mental and my spiritual back on point, and God kind of placed it back in my lap.
That's most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, especially with UB, like that hit out of nowhere. I remember my first season in the UB league. I was like 300 pounds. Oh, I'm telling you, I was big running up and down the court.
I remember
My willpower was one thing. I still played, but man,
Still really effective, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I just seen him, man. I seen it. He sent me the clip from his last game, and I'm like, what? Tracy McGrady he still got the three-pointer and everything.
I appreciate it, man. I do that, man, not only to, that makes me feel good, keeps me motivated. At the same token, like, the exposure that I have now, I didn't have access to when I was at Riley.
Yeah.
Back in my time, technology.
It's different now.
It was still upgrading.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So now it's like
I feel like if he was in this era, because this era is like it's easy to go now out of here.
Oh yeah.
And I see why. I see a lot of people helping people now. And then you gotta be like, well, I see too, if you ain't connected with certain people too,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna get out of here.
Networking is the number one way to go.
Most definitely.
For real.
Yeah,
But everything connecting though. Like I've been being patient. Everything has been probably setting itself up. So I'm on this team. Even with this team, I started off kind of slow motion, and then
What team is that? Tell them who you play for, man.
So I play for Michiana Magic basketball. We got 2 teams here in the Michiana area. We got South Bend, the South Bend Timberwolves. So you got some South Bend candidates like Daniel Payne playing for them, and like he's doing a phenomenal job. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really going crazy, and then you got Michiana Magic. I want to say it's me and a couple other people that's from South Bend, and then we got it's Michiana, so you got a couple Michigan players too on my team. So, but but like with that being said, man, like just having that access to something like that here now.
Yeah, that's dope.
When I came out of school, you had to go to school or you had to get a job. And you had to have a scholarship. Because moms and them was already, fam already half struggling. Ain't nobody afford college. Like that was real life for me. Like, and like my mom wouldn't have forced me if she didn't see the talent. Like she wasn't that type of mom to make she wants you to do what you love to do. You know what I'm saying?
She's down there.
But she seen me hooping and she was like, "No, you gotta pick up that ball straight up." So, and it worked out. Like in the long run, I mean. I had a roller coaster over a career, but I'm landing on my feet finally. So
it's gonna come, man.
Man, it made me stronger though.
One thing about it, you still going. You ain't give up. So that's the main thing. You ain't give up. So
I think that's the most fulfilling part of it, bro. Like I done watched a lot of people my age right now. Oh man, I mean, bro, I know amazing players right now my age. That's straight into family daddy mode. That is over with. They give it up, and it's just like, bro, LeBron almost 40 something. What? Vince Carter retired at 42, like or something like that. 47. Yeah. Like
47.
Like for real. Like
he ain't no 42.
Yeah, it was like 47 or something when he really retired or something though. You know what I'm saying? He was 40 when he jumped over the 7-footer in the Olympics.
Wow.
I mean, I really I could be wrong on that. Like. It's crazy how like the potential, like the passion for the hoop is so crazy in the bid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't find no.
It's a lot of
the willpower, the passion of a player here is
competition
crazy.
here. It's a lot of competition.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But you know those things. The city really motivated me in my career. You know what I'm saying? I took off to Moline, Illinois, to my JUCO. I dropped like 22, 15 rebounds, and then went to Ancilla for a high second. You know what I'm saying? Did like a 20 session there game. I went to college in Coastal Georgia, finished out there. I was on. You go down there and play with some country boys. Yeah. They athletic. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do nothing but catch alley oops. Like but they big, bro. But they can't dribble. And then they got those cockback jumpers. I call them cockback jumpers because you catching this like a fling.
One of them quick ones.
You know what I'm saying? So when they see me, I'm thinking like, yeah, exactly, something like that. So I'm like, I come with a skill set where, look, I'm a combo guard. You know what I'm saying? My true nature is a combo guard. I can go play point guard. I can go play center. I play whatever position my opponent makes me play against them. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm down there, I'm really, as far as height, I'm one of the smaller.
Yeah. So
I'm playing point guard, shooting guard. And like, they called me a 3-point shooter. I'm like, y'all ain't seen a Brian Foster. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all calling me a 3-point shooter. Yeah. You know, like, I know. Like, that's what made, like, it was easy down in Georgia for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had one of my bros come and visit me up in South Bend, and like, I took him to Notre Dame. He said, bro, what? He got to talking that country gibberish so fast because we got to moving so fast. And he got that man, what the fuck, man? Got my man. Like, y'all move fast up here, man. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, that's like, we're basketball. Like, this is Indiana. This is basketball home. But like, I feel like the heart of is South Bend, bro. That South Bend is the heart of the, like, we'll go challenge South Bend. We'll go challenge Chicago. We'll go challenge Michigan. We'll go challenge Nat. You know, like, the challenges be real, man.
Right. But so real quick, where did you come up with the name? How did you come up with the name?
So I decided to call it Underground Basketball because, like I said, you know, it's not for, it's for all the guys who typically don't get a chance to play. You know, a lot of people really enjoy the game. They might not have the skill set or might not have the athleticism, but they really enjoy the competition. They enjoy the camaraderie, and like I said, it's a way kind of to pull the community together. You know, I think it kind of helps people from different generations kind of meet and bond and maybe even understand each other also. So, yeah, that's you know, I really feel like it helps to pull the community together, and I really like the energy that comes into the community when the guys start looking forward to it. You know, they get on my Facebook page and they're like, hey, I want my team. Larry, don't put him on my team. Get him off my team. You know, you know, guys are serious about winning, man. I mean, you know, it's just a little basketball league, you know. Most of the trophies are homemade, you know. It's nothing special.
You talking about basketball, bro.
I mean, so, all right, so, yes, as far as the Michigan Magic basketball, I've been playing for them for the first season. Really, like I was telling, we were just talking about, Uncle L's UB League reset my platform. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, these leagues are much needed for the community because you got so many talented players that don't get those opportunities coming out of high school to go straight to college or to get a scholarship immediately or things like that. So hop in the UB League, hop in that legendary league, build your showcase, build your attributes, build your, you know, your stats, and then you can play for this team. This team can take you somewhere else. We got between man, the network. I'm talking about us three sitting right here. Probably got a connection to probably 50 colleges. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all about us using those resources for these kids. Like, for real, at the end of the day. And right now, I'm in a position where I'm still being used as an example and still being able to mentor all at once. I'm trying to, and I've been learning a lot from you, so I can become that trainer and that mentor when I'm done with my career. You know.
All praises due to the Most High.
So that's where the hoop session is for me. Like, I'm still in shape, man. I still move really good. Like I don't feel aches and pains, man. I take care of my body. I eat right.
You train.
I really train. You know.
You still hitting the iron or?
I do yoga and Pilates. I don't like to put the iron on my joints. When you're over 250 pounds, it hit them joints a lot different.
Yeah.
Like for real. You know, I done watched a lot of people bodies deteriorate because of that iron. So, you know, I do light weights and a lot of reps. I get you like a 25, 30 pounder and just sit there and do three sets of 50, you know, things like that.
That get you there too though.
Yeah, no, for real, you know, and I maintain my strength, so that's really how I go. But eating right really is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the key right there, eating right.
For real. That's, man, that minimized 80% of I was 300 pounds, I'm 241 right now. So
did you, growing up, did you play basketball? I ain't gonna say did you play basketball because we knew you played basketball. But
yeah.
Were you in any leagues growing up?
So, like I said, when we were growing up, we had a Boys and Girls Club, and it was where Ivy Tech is right now.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know...
that was one of the ones.
Yeah, the competition was so stiff over there, man. I mean, I wanted to get on the court and do my thing, but, man, it wasn't easy, you know. And, but, you know, one thing I noticed about the Midwest is that, like, when I moved here, and I started playing, you know, I just took it for granted that everybody could play basketball. You know, when I went away to the military, I noticed that, you know, that wasn't exactly true.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, we had a cross-section of people who were from a lot of different areas in the United States. And I noticed that everybody from Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, you know, man, they knew what to do with that ball. So, you know, I understood the cultural significance that basketball has in this area. And like Michael said, you know, there's so much talent, you know. And the reason I even started UB League is because I just wanted, not just as a mentoring program, but I wanted people who don't have that opportunity, you know, people who are kind of like me. Exactly. You know, people who are kind of like me.
It's understandable, though, because it's people like that, and you got people not like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I was just sitting here thinking, like, how many people... I grew up watching some of the most epic games at Honeymoon Park. No cap. And, think about half the people in my career can't play nearly as good as 3/4 of them dudes that was on that court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought about that my whole career. How I used to sit on that porch and just sit there and gaze and watch them hoop. Like, them threes used to be crazy. I like, it was better than... I've been to open gyms at the University of Georgia's court.
Yeah.
And that was still more intense than that.
Wow.
You know?
Hard and small forward. But I mean, you know, to be able to manage a power forward position or a center position, you know, it requires so much physical strength.
Yeah.
And then so much IQ, you know. So, yeah, he's a unique basketball player, you know.
I appreciate that, though. Conditioning.
Yeah, so you know, most of the guys, they were only able to play for 25 minutes at first.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were going to 50 points. They weren't even getting to 50. But, you know, over the course of a season or two, which was approximately a year, next thing I know, man, these guys are going hard. They're playing defense. They're putting up 50 and 60 points every game.
Yeah.
So a couple of the guys suggested, they said, Coach, you know, instead of us having two 25-minute games, can you just give us one big game?
Yeah.
And so we decided to switch up the format this year. Instead of guys coming in and playing for 25 minutes and sitting for a half hour, then playing for another 25, you're just going to come in and play one game. So you're going to play for an hour, you're going to have a 5-minute break, and that should simplify things as far as like keeping track of your record and helping us to take care of the stats and the video.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I know the guys. That's a big draw for the guys. You know, we haven't been able to really give them the stats in the video like we used to. But we're planning on coming back really strong this year. Last time we really got through it, that I think was season 8, which was the last season that King Center had. Another good thing that I really like about UB League, you know, King Center had a lot of history in it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was important
Yeah,
for a
for
lot
sure.
of us who grew up in the city. A lot of us, you know,
That's like we were talking about the old Riley just a minute ago. Now it's the old King Center because it's about to be a new one. So
Yeah.
it's like kind of
Yeah, hook that mug up.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really
About to
glad
be
we
lit.
got a lot of video of it.
Yeah,
You know?
for real, because that's some of the last videos of it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
it was kind of honorable to be able to play in that.
Yeah.
For real.
So we have
Hit Peak
I think
Vision. They need new video, man. Hit Peak Vision.
For real. No.
Stop booking,
Yeah.
start booking.
So,
Yeah.
real quick question
Oh, yeah, I
off
need a-
camera.
hey, y'all
Can you
need
do
a video,
highlight
man. Y'all
highlight
get-
reels?
Shout out Pete,
Say
man.
less on the real.
I need a
On the
video,
real.
man. Hit Peep up, man.
See, I got a lot of
Slang. Appreciate y'all, man, for coming by. You know,
thank you for having
blessings.
me.
Honor being here, brother.
yeah, man. We had a couple difficulties, but we made it. You know.
So,
Yeah, we out, man.